Hi, Michael. I have been pleased to hear you speak things that the Lord has shown me, things that I've heard from no one else, such as who the wise men were, that Yeshua was born on the first day of Tabernacles, etc. Great confirmations. I found you via seeing, reading the Caldwell's and Ron Wyatt's findings. I was just wondering if you had noticed that in the timing of Yeshua's birth, that his conception would have been during the time of Hanukkah. And it was at this feast that he announced that he was, not when he was conceived, but later in his ministry, he announced that he was the light of the world during Hanukkah, healed a man born blind, and showed that he was Lord of the Sabbath. So, what about Yeshua being conceived on Hanukkah?
Well, this is where we get into the chronological Gospels. Of course, I have the professional version right here with a spiral binding, only one on the planet here. And we start with the third incident, and this is the 8th day of the third month, and this is the day that Gabriel's announcement took place to Zechariah in the temple, burning incense on the day of Shavuot. And so it gives you the detail, is exactly what day of the week it was, when this all transpired, and in footnotes that last an entire page on this. And then incident number 4, Zechariah returns home, the time that the priesthood terminates for the order of Aviah when they go back home. And then Elisheva conceives a son, the 5th incident, which is the 4th month. And then I have the detail on there that Elisheva and later Miriam probably conceived about 2 weeks after the new moon. It has been observed in primitive cultures where there is no artificial light or electromagnetic interference with natural environment that women commonly ovulate at the time of the full moon. Under these conditions, the time of the conception of both Elisheva and Miriam would have facilitated the delivery of their sons on the high Sabbaths of the 2 primary feasts of Yahweh, Passover and Tabernacles, as a prophetic shadow picture of good things to come. And that is from Melatonin, Menstruation, and the Moon by Sarah Cohen, who is a naturopathic doctor who did a lot of research on this. So, we bring a lot of stuff into this. And then finally, Gabriel's announcement to Miriam, last day of Hanukkah, Feast of Light, Shabbat, 2nd day of the 10th month, 3997, Saturday, December 22nd, 4 BC. That is the date of the announcement. And so when we take a look at the astronomical details of his star, and we see all the details concerning the death of Herod and the lunar eclipse that preceded that, then we can nail things down with amazing accuracy. And so she's absolutely right. Hanukkah is the time that the light of the world was conceived, and of course we see later on, he healed a man who was born blind, which proved to the Pharisees, according to their law and their expectation, that he was the Messiah, and we see that it has prophetic ramifications for the future that we'll see unfold in the book of Revelation.
So nothing happens by chance. Yeshua was clicking along on a timetable that was laid out a long time ago, even when Hanukkah wasn't, it's not a biblical feast.
That's right. But Yeshua did go up to the feast. They were trying to kill him at Tabernacles. And yet, he comes back just a couple months later because of the prophetic significance of Hanukkah. See, Hanukkah is a picture of Antiochus Epiphanes as the anti-Messiah, whereas Purim is a picture of Haman as the anti-Messiah. And so both of these then come back up, not only in the book of Daniel, which prophesied of them, but it then comes back up in the Revelation. So remember, we are living in God's universe. The world in which we live is synchronized according to his calendar and his time clock. Whether we know about it, recognize it or not, makes no difference to him. And you see the Gospels unfold according to his calendar in the chronological Gospels, the life and 70-week ministry of the Messiah.